I basically was working for this company in the accounts payable department, and I had a company credit card. And this is like one of the most embarrassing and shameful things I've ever done, and I'm still paying for it to this day. I got caught up using the card for personal purchases and ended up getting caught and going to jail. So I served some time for that. And I knew I needed to be bailed out because I had court on a certain date a little bit after I was booked, and it was to get my youngest daughter back. She did not want to stay with her dad and his girlfriend anymore. And I knew I had to get out of jail in order to be able to make it to court and to get her back. And she was depending on me. And, thank God I was able to get bailed out and make that court date, and I got her back. And that's when I got clean. Just the whole, I don't want to call it satisfaction, but just, it was a miracle to me that I was able to get her back that easy. Just one court date. It was honored, and I had nothing but happiness and thankfulness in my heart. So at that point is finally when I got clean from methamphetamines and never used again. But like I said, it caused me to lose my children. It caused me to lose several jobs. It caused me to lose my place. It caused me to lose myself. It caused me to miscarry once and have to give up a baby. And it caused me a felony for embezzlement. So that really, really, it still impacts my life today because I'm paying restitution on that felony, and it's on my background. It's not like I can go and get a job. That's why I need to keep the one that I have. So anyway, I was doing pretty good for a couple years, not very long though. And all of a sudden, when I got into this seat that I'm in right now, I'm in a very stressful job. I'm a executive assistant and I don't need to go into how I got this job. It was a startup. I knew I needed to get into it, the startup, because they don't do backgrounds. So we got acquired because we ran out of money. We got acquired by an established company, and it just so happened that I got in through the back door. So I'm in a seat that's pretty stressful. It's high energy, and there's a lot of responsibility that goes with it. I'm blessed that I have like the best boss with so much compassion ever that I could ever ask for. But it is stressful, and I found myself going home and having a cocktail, every night. And I was big into working out for a few years there, and when I got into this seat, this role, the working out kind of went by the wayside because I didn't really have time to work out when I needed to get home and make a drink. That was first and foremost for me. And I couldn't, even when I was sick, I was like, fucking, I need a drink. I'm going to drink because it's all that, made me feel better. I was a jackass in front of my daughter, that lived with me. She ended up moving out. It just was, and all the while I'm like, oh, it must be her, but I literally would drink until I was so intoxicated I could not walk. I'd pass out. I would be hungover, but the hangovers totally stopped at some point, I don't know where along the way. It became a problem to the fact where I remember a friend asking me, "You don't drink at work, do you?" I go, "Hell no." Because if I drink at work, that'd be a problem, And she's like, "Yeah, right." And I go, "Yeah, I don't drink at work." Well, all of a sudden, without me even realizing the way my disease was progressing, which at this time I did not even believe it was a disease. But I'll get to that. But as far as, me drinking, it was an all evening thing, and that was it. I'd be either I was hungover the next day or I wasn't, but I would drink every night and all week and on the weekends. Well, eventually it became I drank in the mornings before I went to work because I felt like shit, and then it became I drank all day long at work to a point where I wouldn't even get drunk anymore. I forgot what it felt like to feel good from alcohol. Like, I know it's a cool buzz and all that good stuff in the beginning, but eventually alcoholism turns into shit. Like, there's no fun in it, not for me anyway. And there were no hangovers because I needed it to function. So I was eventually completely addicted to alcohol.